right here I got from Target. So now let's move under the sink. So as you know, under the sink is a difficult space to organize because of all the plumbing. It makes it difficult to kind of maneuver around that to maximize your space. And so I want to show you the tips that I use to kind of help me out. And what I'm going to do is I'm actually going to take you on my journey of putting this together so that you can see actually how I did it and my thought process for doing it this way. It really works great. Number one, I only keep the things that I need under my kitchen sink. So the first thing you're going to have to do is you're going to have to purge, get rid of anything that just really does not need to be there, and then determine what do I really use under my kitchen sink. Now I want to show you my kitchen sink where it is empty, and you can see here that it has a lot of plumbing under here, which makes it difficult for me to have just kind of a clean kind of way to organize it. Now I can maximize this space here because it's really open. I can go all the way back, so this is prime real estate here under my sink. Now the garbage disposal takes up the center part of it, and there's plumbing on the other side, so it's really not as valuable there, but I'm still going to show you a way that I kind of worked around that space. Now we put a new garbage disposal in when we renovated our kitchen here, and it's larger than the one we had, so I have even less space than I had before. But the first thing I did was I lined my kind of under the cabinet, and you want to put a liner down because this will help things not move around, and then it just helps in case something spills also. Now the first thing I did was I found this organizational tool that I got on Amazon, and I'll link it in the description box below, but it fit perfectly in that spot and it gives me so much space. Not only I can go vertically up, and I can sit additional baskets on that shelf, which is perfect. Below it also has this drawer, which is absolutely great storage. Now to sit on top of the shelf there, I have these baskets that I'm using throughout my kitchen to organize it. I got it from Target. They're lined. You will remember this from my coffee bar video, but I also have them under my kitchen cabinet. Now I'm not going to use the liner for under my cabinet because it's such a dark space, and I want to be able to see all of my items easily so I can get to them easily. So I'm just taking that liner out, and I'm simply going to use the wire part of the basket. So here is how that all fits that space, and look how much I can fit in there. It really does fit a lot very efficiently, and I can easily get to it. So you see I'm maximizing that great valuable real estate right there where it's not interrupted by any plumbing, so this is perfect to fit a lot of items. Now I want to show you how I have this section here organized. In the first basket I have cleaning items such as my disinfectant wipes, my granite wipes for my countertops. I also have my stainless steel wipes for my appliances in my kitchen, and then I have my stovetop cleaner there. So it all fits nice. This is stuff that I use every day and it works great. Now in the second basket I have my microfiber cleaning cloths. I do not keep my dishcloths under my kitchen cabinet. I keep that in my coffee bar. You'll remember that from my coffee bar video. And so you know, it's efficient. I just replaced all of my cleaning cloths, my microfiber, with some new ones. I'll link where I got those below on Amazon. But of course you guys know this color. When I shop I tend to gravitate towards this color, so you will see that under my cabinet seems to be the majority of this color, but that's fine. You guys know how I love to coordinate colors anyway. And so back here is all of my hand wash, my stuff to replace the hand wash that sits on top of my kitchen sink area. So it all fits in there nice. And then in the drawer here, I just have my dish soap here, a supply of that, along with additional dishwasher tabs and my Lemmy Shine kind of additives for my dishwasher and things like that, all housed there. And I use ePantry. They deliver my cleaning supplies every month, so I don't have to worry about it. So it's just really easy for me to use them. I like it. And you guys know, if you've been with me a while, I love the basil scent of Miss Myers. And it's not because of the color, but I do love the color of the packaging. But I do love the product, and the scent is just amazing. So this is how I have that section. Now on to the more difficult part to organize under the sink, and that's in front of the garbage disposal because it's a tight space. So I found these acrylic organizer solutions in Target. I love them because they came in small, medium, and large. They were the perfect fit for that area because they fit in that area and allowed me to store plenty of items, and it was not disruptive to the dishwasher or to anything else. So you can see here they're stackable, and again, because they come in the various sizes, it was great because I could house the different things that I needed to house. So it worked great. And even though I have some behind the bar there, it still worked great because I just put the things that I didn't use every day on the middle section there, but I still can get to them easily because these are stackable. I just lift one up and can get to it. Now here I keep my dishwasher tab so that I can just take the lid off at night, grab one, throw it in the dishwasher, works easy. I have my replacements down there. I have my SOS pads here, and I want to give you a quick tip. I've shared this tip before, but what I do with my SOS pads is I cut them in fourths. I find that this saves money because a lot of times I don't really need a whole SOS pad, and when I cut them in fourths, it gives me the perfect size piece to kind of clean and do what I need to do. So that's just a tip to save money in that area there. But then also here in the center part, this is where I store, like I said, those things that I really don't have to get to every night, but I still want to get to, and they're still simple to get to. As you see, I can just lift it and grab it, so it's really still easy. It's not anything that's hard to get to. So in the portion there, I keep my still kind of scrubbers there. I keep essential oils that I use in my kitchen. I keep disposable gloves in case I have guests who are helping me clean in the kitchen around the holidays. They can grab a pair of disposable gloves. And then I have disposable dishcloths, which I rarely use those, but still wanted to keep those under the sink. So again, those are things that needed to be under my kitchen sink, but not necessarily that I accessed every day. But still, it's so simple to get to. And then here I keep my eraser pads and my sponges. Okay, for another challenging space, I had this area here that had piping, so I could not go all the way back, so I had to get creative. So I had this acrylic like organizer that I used in my other refrigerator, but I did not use it in this one. It's where you put bottles in it. And so I'm going to use this as a riser, and that way I can set a basket on top of it and easily make use of that vertical space that I have. And it works out so great. And then I have my cleaning caddy, which sits in front of that, so you don't even see the acrylic riser. So it works out great, but it gives me that, area there that I could really use. And I keep my kitchen diffuser in that area. But I want to say my husband gave me some tools for our garbage disposal, and he said that these really needed to stay close to the garbage disposal. Not that he would use them at any time, but they belong to the garbage disposal. So I got this little plastic bin from Target, put them in there, and then what I did was I stored this under the sink, under the garbage disposal, because you don't have to get to it, but we know where it's at. And then in the little basket, I have my diffuser here, and if you're interested in my specific diffuser, I'll link it in the description box below. But this is the one for my kitchen, so that after I clean at night, I can just run it, and it gets all that cooking smells and everything out of the air, and get my kitchen back fresh. So on the door, I simply have just two items, and I use command strips. I have the plug for my sink there, and I also have my cleaning gloves, and I have them on a hook here. And Alejandro from Home Organizing, you all know her, and she recommended this in one of her videos about a year or so ago, and I thought it was the neatest thing to clamp your gloves onto your kitchen sink. So that's what I've done there, and I'm easily able to get to them. So very simple on the doors there. So this is how I have under my kitchen sink organized, and how I maximize the space, because it is a tricky space to organize. So I hope I've shared some tips with you that have been helpful. I tried to kind of show you how I did it in case this is an area that you're working on in your house. I also want to encourage you to go over to my Instagram. I'm going to be sharing all of my kitchen cabinets and everything with you, and I kind of give you heads up on Instagram and Facebook also, but I would love to have you over there. And by the way, my husband said to tell you all thank you for your beautiful comments when I posted our picture the other night. He really was excited to hear from all of you. And also, I'll be doing a coordinating blog post on my website, AtHomeWithNikki.com. If you want to check that out, I'll be sharing a lot of my kitchen stuff over there as I do it. I hope you all are doing great. I'll see you at the next video. If you're not a subscriber, I would love to have you. And this is Nikki saying goodbye.